Yeah.
Yeah. So MegaMouth, you're a newer channel to mine. What are some of your favorite things about mine so far, man?
Man, but I was on Twitter for like 4 months, and I tried to engage with people. Trying to just engage with people, get some people to check out my YouTube channel, and I spent a lot of time on there, and I only got like 3 subscribers to show for all my efforts, and it's just too nasty on there. But I came over to Minds, and I'm just flipping through on another tab here, and I mean, there's some kooks on here, no doubt, but they're they're relatively few, and just I say the vast majority of people on here are pretty chill. Everybody's just here to have a good time. There's some funny guys on here, a lot of artists, a lot of writers. There's a lot of creators on here, and it's like there's a lot of anime boobies too. But you never really know what you're
Yeah,
gonna
man.
get.
Yeah, you got to see the anime movies. There's no way around it. Okay. So who are your name a couple of your favorite channels so far since you're newer? Like, who are some of the people you like watching?
Wow, oh man, these guys are gonna go crazy when they see I drop them some drop their names on here. Well, I got my lady on here. I'm gonna have to drop her name first, Cat Pacino. So she
Yeah.
has like her cat channel and stuff on there. She posts her cute stuff. Um, Let me see. I'm just going through my feed here. I got well, I originally got on here. I started a group called the Guild, and they focus mostly on like miniatures, Warhammer type stuff. So I'm gonna drop some names right quick. I got Duncan Shadow. He's at Duncan1666. He he like 3D models figures that you can buy. He's also got some free ones that you can download and print yourself if you got a 3D printer. Um, Another cool one, miniature. Let me get our full name here. Miniature Painter's Apprentice, who also has some really good stuff on her page. She like takes commissions on her miniatures. Also, she's super nice. Um, Now let's see. These boys here are gonna get mad if I don't give them a shout out. Who is this here? Oh yeah, I try and
You
spread some
gotta leave
attention
one
to some
out
nice
so you have
guys.
a hater. You always have to have a hater, okay?
Oh, I do got this one crazy guy. Let's see here, David Baunack. Anyway, he says he's a Catholic priest, but he posts some dank memes, so he's probably all right. And then
Yeah.
Okay.
on patrol, and then dang, where's this guy at? I didn't give him a shout out last time. I told him I would give him one this time. Dang, where's he at? Raichu something. Raichu like the Pokemon.
Okay, okay.
Dang. I'm gonna give him a shout out if I find his full name. But
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, yeah. There's a lot of good guys on here, and they well, if you can post some good memes that I haven't seen before. Oh, here's another Timo Burnham. Timo Burnham. What's his name?
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
at Timo Burnham. You guys probably know him. He posts some good
Yeah,
memes.
yeah, man. We know most of the people. We just like saying who you know because we want to see who you know so we can check them out to make sure we know everybody still. You know what I mean? You're newer, so you should have some newer channels, and we want to make sure we know those newer ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, yeah. So you brought up a 3D printer and all that, and you said one of your buddies has stuff that he can 3D you can 3D print. So you got a 3D printer that you can use?
Well, I got one for my business. So, I mentioned it before when we were starting up. I have my technical artist who is working on the models, and then so I'm going to be 3D printing our product, and then as the business picks up, I'll pick up more printers as needed. But I mean, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I think if you got the space in your house, I mean, and you got and they're not hard to figure out. I mean, I think everybody should have some kind of 3D printer.
Oh,
It might
absolutely.
not be like a resin printer. You mean you can get one of those? I can't think of the word for it, but the one that uses like the plastic wire. I mean,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
can print out like any kind of simple tool or whatever you might need. and they're not that expensive anymore.
Yeah, no, you could get a 3D printer for a good $500 now. They're not super thousands of dollars anymore. So yeah, definitely. And I still have to get mine though. I still have to get mine. I don't have one yet. So, Story D, you got a 3D printer, man?
No, but I need to get one right now, I guess.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, we got to figure out a way where you can 3D print out the stuff that's like the assets that are in the VR. Just so
Yeah, like you unlock like certain things, and so like I'm kind of seeing like the character that like goes along with you in the game is like evolves. So like maybe you get like 3D printed out different like versions of the character. Like even Curry Hobo drew I forgot I think it's like 18 different like versions of this like weird little vapor character that he made. And then like you print out like a 3D, model of it. That'd be pretty cool.
yeah, man. He's got all these little things. He does a lot of artwork though. Like so much artwork. It's good. I like it, but like I don't know how he has time to make so much art, man. It's crazy how much detail he puts in all of it. Oh man. So MegaMouth, do you have anything that you wanted to bring up?
Well, I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure if I was walking into a Joe Rogan podcast and things was going to get wild. So, I mean, I'm just glad to be here where it's,
We
it's
haven't
pretty
gotten that
chill,
part yet.
pretty
We
laid
haven't
back talk.
gotten yet. No. Yeah, definitely laid back, man. But yeah, you have any like questions about mines or any questions for us to bring up?
Yeah, actually, I do. Let me just pull y'all up right quick here. I see that on you guys have several thousand subscribers. I'm trying to type at the same time, man. So, like for a new channel, right? What would be some suggestions that you guys might have on like how to maybe grow quickly?
So our suggestions are usually pretty much the same. At least mine are, anyways. So I always suggest groups are a big one. Like you should definitely always join some groups that you like. We have like meme wars groups. We've got gaming groups. Comments are always a huge one. You need to get inside those comments and talk to people, say hi. Tell them that you enjoy their content at least, and really the comment culture is really important on Minds. It's really how you grow your base on here as far as I'm concerned. And then once you start growing those comments and getting in touch with those subscribers and getting those groups going, then everything just kind of goes naturally.
Well, I see that the channel was started in April of 2016. So like, how has mine's changed in that time?
And what do you mean? Like, how's it change? I mean, it changes all the time. Mine's is a weird platform, man. Like, I've gone through more changes than I can bring up in one conversation. So, like, what are you looking for?
Like, let's talk about like the user base. You know what I mean? Like for example, I was over on Parlor for a while, and before it got sniped, but apparently Parlor was, I guess, kind of like okay, but then when big tech started going after people, you started seeing a big influx of right leaning people, and that those people kind of took over like the hashtags and stuff like that. So like was it like that back in like 2016, 2017?
That's season 2 of the Minds Underground. But anyways, so we have had our own ebb and flow. For us, it was YouTube and Twitter were censoring and demonetizing people, and then a lot of people from them came over. But like before that, it was like all sorts of different people, but mainly I would guess there was like a whole anonymous period was like the main thing that was like dominating the site, but it wasn't like dominated by one particular thing. But once the censorship on like YouTube, it like totally got dominated by like right, and it got really political and it got like really crazy for a minute. A lot of the old people left, but you know, in between that, like there was the poetry night that was kind of like creative. You know, it always like goes from like craziness to like more creative to craziness, and then there's long periods of like craziness and creative. I think that's like the struggle of Mind's on.
Yeah, man. Like, you'll see that we've definitely been through our political times. You could probably go through a couple of my video uploads and see some political songs in there that are just like go the fuck away. Don't deal with politics. And so yeah, like it's been a ride from anonymous to where we are now. Now I think we have a good gaming base. That's why I wanted to start doing these interviews. Like I've been on Minds for a long time. Like obviously I've been here for a while. So, but I've never been interested in doing this because we haven't had the base to do it with. But now we have that base, so we got to start pushing forward to keep that base and keep it going and keep it growing. And that's why we want to get people on here and have them name channels they like and get channels they like on here and keep growing that base of people. So we can focus on that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, you know,
So
like start your own thing too. You know, your own group. But like Minds Gaming is actually pretty perfect for helping you get whatever like gaming group that you want to get like started and stuff like that. I remember early on Minds Gaming that's like what you did so good in the beginning was just like this like cross promotion and like reminding stuff and like getting things circulated.
Yeah, man. Like
Hashtags.
getting group built. Yeah, getting group built were a big focus when I first got here, and I helped build a lot of groups with people, and then I had to kind of roll back and focus on the core groups that I built to start, and then go back and forth between growing groups and maintaining groups and stuff. But it's definitely I definitely love helping people build their own thing. Like I like seeing people grow their own thing and using our ideas, like our layout for our community to do their own thing, and we've had plenty of people do it. Like Fred's Capno is a good view of somebody taking an idea and running with it, and like, oh, you want to build groups? Let me build these groups. I'm gonna focus on this, and he has like, I don't know, tons of music groups, but yeah, it's definitely about trying to get out there and promote yourself. So how many uploads do you have? Like, do you have a lot of gaming content on your channel, MegaMouth Game?
Actually, I don't remember. Let me check it out here. I think it's like I was trying to do like every other week, but that fell apart because of life. But I think I got like maybe 20 videos now. I'm not sure.
Nice. Yeah, man. Yeah. So
on YouTube, it's all about that algorithm. So like you can post consistently, and then it'll help your rankings or whatever. But as soon as you take a week off, well, then you start dropping. But I mean, I'm not going to get famous on YouTube. I already know that. I just post that for myself, and then I got some of my good friends from high school who follow my channel, and if I can make them smile a little bit, it's all worth it.
Oh yeah, man. I'm not one about getting famous, and I don't like famous. I don't want to be famous. That's why we do audio, right? Like I don't want to be famous. I don't want you to know my face, right? So we're just doing audio. Tell me about what got you into gaming to start. Like what made you have a passion for gaming?
Well, And it all goes back to the Sega Genesis, man. My brother's got me into Street Fighter and the Mortal Kombat, and
So Sega was your passion for getting like that was your big boost into gaming, and that's where you started. I
that's
mean,
that's where
it's
it comes
definitely a
from,
good
man.
place, man. Yeah, it's a good place to start, definitely. Sega started so many gamers' lives. So, what was your favorite Sega game?
Like I said, it's probably Street Fighter 2. I remember that one. They had we had to do the challenge. We had to beat up the car, within the time
Awesome.
limit.
Yeah, I love
Um,
that part. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Who was your
yeah.
character?
well, I got to think for Chun Li. That was my girl. I was Chun Li, and of
Okay.
course it was
You
Ryu.
just wanted to look at a girl. That's all.
My 6-year-old brain, he was figuring something out. He didn't know what, but he
Yeah,
was
yeah. He
figuring out.
didn't know what he was doing, but he knew he was doing something right. So do you know about our project, any MegaMouth?
Well, I see you guys got this Infinite Imaginarium.
Yeah, bro.
That, that's the project in question, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's called Imaginarium Cloud. So we're trying to build a VR game. That's mostly based off creativity and just ideas. And it's not really, it doesn't really have a focus. Like we've come up with some basic gaming concepts for it, and how actions are going to be done and things you can fight and things. But, it's just kind of a creative concept where we put content that we can use in a game. So like, all the content that we have here and that we're talking, we might pull it out and use it for the game, or the gaming video that I'll make for the episode. We might pull that out and make it and put it in the game somehow, or it's something funny that we said in the episode or whatever. It's all gonna be put onto that cloud to be used as just a creative concept for this VR. So yeah, man, yeah, definitely gotta check it out. I mean, we just started, so it's not very um immersed, and that's the word I think right now. But yeah, it's still pretty cool. It's fun to look at, I think.
Yeah,
That's cool,
it is. Moreover, Imaginarium is this kind of like artist collective that has been on Minds forever, I guess. But it goes into its own ebb and flows. But as we team up with Minds Gaming, we started rolling with this VR concept. And right now, we're just Minds Gaming is getting the field of like how to set up things and what we want and what Imaginarium is doing. We're having talks with Curry Hobo and other people about like, okay, now we got like this room. What do we do with it? And the first one that we kind of like based it off of was like this escape room. That one is still kind of an idea that I have about the vapor test, which is another thing that I'm doing on the side. But the main thing is that like we have these rooms, and like once we get to know how to like really work out to make them look cool, then anybody else who is interested and wants to help could design their own room, and you can make your own. Like my idea for Minds Gaming, which I just finished editing the video, which I'll put up later. But it's like you go into this hallway and then you see an arcade, probably like an old school arcade, and then you're like, okay, let's check out what's in there, and then you have different old school councils, and like one is for Minds Gaming's like blogs, and one is for his videos, and another one is for like what's going on in the communities or the gatherings or whatever, and then you choose what council you want to go up to, and then you go into there. It's kind of like you're playing an old school arcade game, and then you probably press the buttons to start whatever video you want to watch of Minds Gaming. And then like Imaginarium, I'm more viewing it as like a theater, And then like there's another room where we kind of like play around and create. Like that one, I don't know how we're gonna do that, but that one's kind of like more interesting. If like all of us could be in the same space, like there were several different like things that we played with, which I think are crazy and fun. I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you definitely
So
got.
like, what's holding you guys back from like getting this out into production like like now? Is it like a time constraint?
What do you mean? Like, you can go on the website now and view
Oh,
it.
on right now.
Yeah, like what we said
I'm
is
like trying to follow you guys with the details and everything.
yeah. Okay, so like right now you could go into the space and view it in VR, and then now you have options to pick certain things. But we're talking about like future designs and making it like feel and look better, and then actually have a room where you could have fun and like you could interact with it and like do more weird things than just like watch a video.
Yeah,
I was thinking of that really cool group that McVart has got, which is about dream interpretation. It's basically like a group where people share what their dreams were, which is really cool. And I guess people just go on and comment, and lots of kind of interpretations of people's dreams are coming out. I was thinking that could be kind of cool if you could go into a portal and you could interact with some kind of wisdom bot. I don't know, like
I gotta send you the link.
dream.
Meg, I gotta send you the link for the VR social platform, so you can go.
Cool.
Yeah. Like I found one though. Well, I didn't find it, to be honest. One of my friends sent it to me, but I'm gonna take credit for it. I found a link to a VR social media, and
Cool.
so like it's you go into like you're in the VR space the whole time, and you're this avatar that you build the avatar to look whatever way you want. You go in and you can play in first person or third person in VR mode, and then you walk around different areas. Like there's bars and there's schools and stuff, and you meet people.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah, it's
I
really
guess
cool.
to circle back around and answer MegaMouth Gaming's question is that we have something right now, but I guess what's limiting us is like kind of the time and attention, and then it's right now it's what we're using is glitch on the background, which MindsGaming will probably talk more about it, but it's basically you build upon already maps that other people have developed, and then you kind of make it your own, and that's what we're in the process of doing on that side.
Okay, all right, that's a little more clear. It's that sounds pretty wild, man. I'm gonna have to put hands on this.
Yeah. You do any code development, MegaMouth? Code, like coding?
Code.
Coding.
Well, back when they had cut my hours at work last year, I was like, I got more time now. Let me look into coding. Well, then come to find out everybody was coding or was learning to code because everybody had that free time, and then I never picked it up.
So because everybody else was doing it, you're like, oh, everybody's jumping off the bridge. I'm not going to right now.
Well,
it's
I
feel that. No, I feel that definitely.
Look, if somebody was going to hire a computer coder, they'd probably go with the college grad, not the old dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get that. Definitely. There's definitely like I'm not an expert coder or anything. I learned code on my own and did it my own way and that kind of thing. But like, I think it's just good to know, like, in case you need it for anything, like, you probably never will, but it's just one of those things, like, in school they tell you should know this because you might need it one day, and then you never need it, and then one day you do, right?
Yeah.
I think the best coders are the people that just kind of stumble across things naturally, and they teach rather than the graduate or someone who goes and does a specific course. Not that I'm saying that isn't a good thing. That is a good thing, and people can come out and they can be like the top of their game doing the coding and stuff. They can go off and just be naturals at it, and the fact they've had that little basis of training in an institution is good. But quite often you find that the institutions cycle the creativity aspects to quite, if you've got the creativity and the coder
Well, yeah,
combined, you get really cool things coming out of that. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
I remember there was this early conversation I had on Minds with this guy who did some music, and I kind of like were following each other for a while, and then I said something about his music, and then I kind of wanted to use it in a video, and then I said something about like wishing I had the better effects package so I could do more than what I did with it. And then he said, for the longest time I played my beats off of like this really crappy beat machine. But he says like for like 5 years when he had like no money doing that, he's like he thinks that's like what made him so good is like because he had to like kind of struggle and kind of like hack it and like do it, his own kind of like way, and then he kind of found his own way to do it, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And that's what I did with my own video editing. I think most people here on Minds is kind of like a do it yourself kind of way of expressing.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of people that want to go their own route and succeed in their own ways, but it's good to have some community support sometimes and doing those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's like eventually what we want to do, and why we bring it up is because we want other people who are interested to play around. Like, if you get interested not on the coding side, but on playing around with getting 360 images and doing 360 video, and then on that side we could play around with that, because I think that's something interesting to do is like to design on top of already 3D images to like see how that goes.
Yeah.